What did you learn from this game? You got me,
Oh, you starting with me, Molly?
Yeah. You got me. I just said, what did you learn from this game?
Okay, I got you now. Let me tell you what I learned from last night's game. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing at all. Didn't mean anything to me. We didn't know that Josh Allen was going to do what he did. Yes, we did, okay? We knew he was going to do what he did. That's number one. Number two, we didn't know Von Miller was going to do what he did once Whitworth retired and you got some novice that's got to go up against him. We didn't know that was going to happen. We most certainly did. We didn't know that Matthew Stafford was going to struggle a little bit when we spent the entire training camp and preseason talking about potential elbow issues that were going on. Yes, we most certainly did. We didn't know that Cooper Kupp was going to be targeted about 3 times more than everybody else because half the time last season, Matthew Stafford acted like there was no other receiver on the Los Angeles Rams. We've known all of this before. So when we look at it from that perspective and we take into account the prognostications that have been thrown out there about the Buffalo Bills and what they were going to do, how they were going to do it, whether it's Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs or whatever the case may be, Gabe Davis, we can't ignore him. We saw what he did in the playoffs, particularly against the Kansas City Chiefs. We know the potential on the Buffalo Bills. This is a team that's favored to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. They did what we thought they was going to do. I thought the Buffalo Bills were going to score 31 points last night. That's what I said. That's what they scored. I just stupidly thought that the Rams offense was going to show up and score about 34, and they didn't even show up in the entire second half. So all of those things taken into consideration, I say that we saw what we thought we were going to see, at least from the Buffalo Bills. The Rams are a different issue. It's hard to explain what transpired, but I'm sure that Swagoo and RC will handle their business in that regard, being the football aficionados that they are.
Marcus?
Go ahead, RC.
Okay, RC, go ahead, yeah.
Oh, you want me?
No, you're good. RC, take it, yep.
I got it. So I did learn things. Listen, everybody's not Stephen A. Like, we know that Stephen A is never wrong, right? We know that if Stephen A says that this is going to happen, it's going to happen. I mean, this is why it's his show. Well, at least he's never wrong in his own mind. But for some of us, we feel like the game has to be played. Now, we knew what Josh Allen was capable of. I don't know if anybody in the world has ever received more love or has ever been accepted more for losing a game, right? Watching Josh Allen duel with Patrick Mahomes, we all said, oh, he's the next MVP. The Buffalo Bills are going to win the Super Bowl this year just because of what it looked like. But that doesn't mean it transfers to the next year. That doesn't mean on Thursday night at SoFi Stadium against the reigning defending champs that you're going to go nuts, right? That you're going to have 350, right? That you're going to have 4 total touchdowns. We don't know that those things are going to happen. We don't know that you're going to physically dominate defenders when you're running the football. And then let's flip it to the other side. Yes, we know that Von Miller is a Hall of Famer. We know the type of energy Von Miller can bring. That was MVP of the Super Bowl, Von Miller, though. That was possible Defensive Player of the Year this year, Von Miller. That was different. And you saw the way that energy transferred to the rest of the Buffalo Bills football team. You saw the way that they were dropping shoulders at the sticks to get that extra yard. There was a team that looked hungry, and that was the Buffalo Bills. There was a team that had been starving for a win. We all know the Bills Mafia want that ring, and that team played like it. The Los Angeles Rams didn't. Sean McVay knows how to prepare a football team to win. That football team wasn't prepared to win. That football team wasn't prepared to play. Sean McVay understands how to scheme offenses and put them in a place where they can be successful. That football team wasn't ready for that. And I don't believe since the Super Bowl when they lost to the New England Patriots, I've ever seen a Sean McVay offense look so unprepared. I've never seen Matthew Stafford not be able to make the throws we're used to him making. I'm not concerned about the Rams, but I did learn that the Buffalo Bills are who we thought they were, and maybe even more.
Listen, man, and that's the point. Like, coming out of week 1, right, you always got to be careful about overreacting. We know how much change lends itself to the rest of the season and the rest of the way. But the one thing I learned, Stephen A. and RC, the Bills are way better than the Los Angeles Rams. And that's scary, okay? Like, you could play that game now. You could play that game 5 weeks from now. You could play that game 10 weeks from now. And even if the Rams get better, I think even if the Rams play at their top tier, if you get Buffalo playing at their top tier, the Rams are not close. And I know everybody going to be like, bro, you settle down. Listen, man, what I saw last night was every phase be dominated by the Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
Offensively, when Josh Allen needed to be patient, which was what I was wanting to see last night, he took the intermediate routes. He took over the middle of the field. He didn't try to force the ball downfield. You saw a maturation in Josh Allen in the first week of the season of not trying to come out and be bombs away. Obviously, when you talk about RC, the other side of the football, this defense was good last year. This defense was top tier last year. They have gotten better. And might I add that they play without their top cornerback. So when you think about this game in totality and you look at the Los Angeles Rams, they have a lot to fix. And when it comes to last night, they have a glaring issue. Their offensive line got whooped, y'all. And if you're going to repeat to be a Super Bowl champion, if you're going to try to make your way through the NFC, if you're going to try to be a team that everybody was enamored with coming into the season thinking that you would pick up where you left off, and I talked about it a couple days this week, Andrew Whitworth is a big loss for this football team. And I didn't think it was going to be this big of a loss. It was a big loss. Shout out to No Boom. That's a tough task when you got Von Miller coming off the edge the first week of the season. I learned a lot about Buffalo. Buffalo don't have to play well to trounce you by 21 points. That first half was just okay. And then they turned on another gear that I'm not sure a lot of other teams have.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.